me, don't look at the camera.
Okay. Are you going to ask me things, or am I just going to chat?
We're just, you know, if I feel like it's the right time for me to say something, but you want it if you want to close.
Yeah. No, it's just the chemo. It's just a constant fucking annoying. I won't say fuck on the tape, I promise. Yesterday I was in a store downtown. The sales girl was like 21. I'm sure she's looking at me like I'm, you know, her mother or older. And I must have said fuck 20 times. And every time I said, I'm like, I'm so sorry. I have this Brooklyn potty mouth. I can't control myself. It's like Tourette's. I don't know what to say. She's like, oh, it's great. I'm like, what a fucking loser. Loser. I could not stop my mouth from forming the fuck word. So, okay.
So 20 years. How's the volume?
Are we filming?
Yeah.
Okay. So, wow, it's been 20 years. And I guess what I could say is my heart feels very full today. It feels really full of joy, and I feel blessed by having made it this long. And I'm trying to think back 20 years when I first built it, and of course my memory is so hideous that I'm going to try to recall what I can. But one of the things I remember most is I had a husband then. I remember that. I do remember that. And he was a theater designer. And we had moved to Seattle, and I had decided to open this space. And the whole feeling I had was one of wanting it to look like a place that we stumbled upon in Italy like 100 years ago. Full of character, history, romance, you know, the feeling of it being the community place. And I feel like we succeeded with that quite well, actually. He was a set designer. He built a set. And then it was up to me to sort of build the community that I wanted to create. And Eastlake was very generous in that place. I remember Michael and Marilyn, you know, peeling back the paper on the window and going, when are you opening? When are you opening? Every day. And it took a couple of months. We worked all night. And I remember painting the walls and going, ugh, that's ugly. I want a new color, and constantly sort of tweaking the design until we came up with what we felt was Serafina. And what else? So then we have all my blessings, the staff, first and foremost. I feel like I have a group of people that own Serafina as if it was their home. They've created an environment where people come in and they feel like they're in their own living room. They're funny, they're sassy, love that. Not too sassy. And they've created a feeling of comfort and familiarity for people, which is, you know, sort of what my mission statement mentions, and what people have mentioned in their interviews, which I think is really fascinating, that people get the gestalt of Serafina, the gestalt being community, the gestalt being feeling safe. And I'm really happy to see that that has happened. I am grateful to my customers as much as my staff. You know, they're an integral part of the family. They come in and they contribute in their way, not just financially, but in an energy way, to make the place feel like the Serafina that I wanted it to be. God, check notes. So far, so good?
Great.
Okay.
It's wonderful.
Okay. I'm gonna revisit the staff a little bit, just in terms of who they are and what they do for me. You being one of them. Can I say that? Or you're not really in this interview. You know, a lot of people have been here 5, 7, 10 years. My chef, my sommelier, people who have dedicated their lives to this restaurant and grown. I feel like a proud mom watching these people grow up. I've watched you grow up for 10 years, 8 years. I've watched my sommelier grow up 10 years. My chef, these people have, you know, started as sort of ingenues in this industry and really become masters. And I'm lucky. I'm lucky because I can run my life, which has a very full life as well, outside of Serafina and Cicchetti, raising 2 girls and running a household. And one of the things I sort of want to comment on is that, you know, one of the fears of being a single owner is, and a single mom, I'll add to that, is being out of control or losing control. I don't want to start crying here, but I'm dealing with cancer and treatment. And, okay, stop right now.
Great.
Stop. Hate myself for crying. Can't stop the fucking tears. Can't stop them. They just flow away. Okay, breathe. But, you know, one of the fears is that you can't continue. And how lucky am I to have a family on both ends that keeps my life going. Hate myself. Ugh.
It's gonna be hard.
I wasn't going to say it, and I did. It wasn't in my notes. Okay, give me a second.
We cry a lot here too.
We do cry a lot here. We have a very feminine staff.
Me too.
Okay, the men complain, but it is a very feminine energied restaurant. I will say that, I'll own it. With all the good and bad that come with a lot of estrogen in one household, on both households. And, but I really, you know, I am very thankful that I can go through this treatment and deal with my personal issues and not feel at all scared that I'm going to lose the restaurant or lose the sentiment of the restaurant, the feeling state, and be able to run my life and stay healthy. So that's been really a great thing in this last year and a blessing for me. In terms of my customers, you know, other ways they contribute is we created this Consiglio, as you know, which, you know, is a term for council, like from The Godfather, the consigliere. And they are a group of people that meet with me every quarter and sort of are my thinkers and my marketers and my people I bounce off of. And I mean, how unusual is that, to have a group of people that offer to be this Consiglio and give so much to me in terms of growing the restaurant. Well, that's another piece that I feel really grateful for. You know, I live a block away, and so this is sort of a compound. Well, there's the compound of Cicchetti and Serafina, and then there's the monorail we're building to my house. That's a half a block away. And then the sommelier can bring the wine without breaking all the hand trucks, and that will be great. But having said all that, there's a continual flow of people that come and go from my house and to the restaurant with notes from the offsite office, with wine, with supplies, with everything, with herbs from the garden. We have a whole garden up there that we supply a restaurant for. And so my lines are fuzzy between my personal and my professional life. And I like that. I mean, boundaries are not my friend. They're not my best friend. Having said that, you know, there's pluses and minuses when you run a business with soft boundaries. And the plus for me is that I get to share secrets and stories with my staff that I don't know that I would if I had more boundaries. Of course, there's obviously downsides as well, which I don't know what they are, but I won't go into them, but I'm sure they're there. Anyway, I just want to say thank you to all of the people that contributed on such a high level to my success, and all the customers that were interviewed today and, you know, answered us and were filmed and said all kinds of kind, funny stories. And I want to say that in Italian, if I can remember it, I can't remember it. Hang on, memory problems. Oh, that's right. Mille grazie per il 20 anni scorso e per il 20 anni seguente. Thank you for the past 20 years and the 20 years that as we go forward. Un bacio.
That's great.
Wonderful.
Is it good?
Oh,
It's-
perfect.
Okay,
That's so
good.
great.
Perfect.
Okay, good. Fuck. Ryan.
You didn't say fuck once.
I didn't,
Maybe
right? Well, I did, but he'll
somewhere
cut
in
it. You'll cut it, right?
there. Yeah.
All right.
You're done. It's great.
Good.
It's beautiful.
All right,
You
good.
made me cry. Fun
I
and
didn't-
heartfelt.
Okay, good. I didn't mean to go there, but it just flew out as my mouth can.
No, I mean, you know, it's interesting because as much as I feel like it's not something we all like talk about, like this weekend, like, how's Susan doing? How's Susan doing? So it's like, you know, we might not have
Right.
told everyone, but they all know,
Seem to know.
and they, you know, are all sharing that mutual concern.
Which is
So,
great. And I do carry that a lot in my heart, and I don't talk about it because it's, you know, it just is.
yeah,
There's no reason to talk about it, but.
yeah.
Okay, all right. Got my little tears out for the day. Goodbye.
All right, bye, honey. Thank you so much.
Thank you
I
very
think we
much.
just have the
Absolutely.
coaches,
The cocages?
and those people that got engaged here like a couple weeks ago. That wrote that
What's up?
letter.
Oh, cool. So
Oh.
how many, like, how many people?
Get in the boots.
Get the boots, please. How many people have you actually interviewed? Do you know?
I think it'll be about 16.
Perfect.
Yeah. I
This
mean,
has gone so well. You guys have really, really pulled it out so well in a weekend.
I know.
It's great.
It's going to be
And
great.
you look cute, though.
I know.
Look really.
So until we use like appropriately dorky.
That's me.
Look at him. Appropriately do 18.
They're like, yeah, it was Rachel. She goes, yeah, he looks appropriately dorky when he's this with you.
He's the stage geek.
Yep.
Yep. All right. Well,